when I was being interviewed by companies, they asked about my experience with AMA.
What has kept you going through difficult times?
This is so hard.
And that's crazy because like if you think about it, if you never joined tech, who knows how our tech department would be. Hey guys, it's Sophie, the External Relations Director here at AMA. This is our coffee chat number 2 with our amazing alumni, Khoa.
Hey guys, my name is Khoa. I was a marketing major at Bauer. I graduated last December of 2025. I was a technology director back in fall 24 for AMA. And right now I am an incoming marketing coordinator for SurveyMonkey.
So to start off, how would you describe your college experience? What did you do? Where did you spend your time, etc.?
So freshman year, I came here, I was actually pretty lost. So I came here as a freshman as a marketing major, but really I want to do like content creation. So videography, photography, graphic design, that's my wheelhouse that I really want to develop in. But when I came in here, the Bauer College was focused on sales for marketing. So I was just like, marketing equals sales. Oh my God. I was like, that is not my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I am so lost. So I did some internal work, and also when I joined ABSA, I had this amazing mentor who was just helping me figure out where I'm trying to go with my college path. And the start of 2024 was really when I was involved with AMA, because I figured out that Bauer doesn't really support those who love to do content creation. So I seeked out to minor in digital media and also to join AMA to do projects like that. So when I joined AMA in spring, I joined as a design intern. And man, I did flyers for that theme. I was like, I didn't even know what I was doing, to be honest. But I loved it, and the love just starts snowballing as it comes through. And then I became a tech director in fall, and I did so much more projects and videos, and I wanted to have interns and showcase marketing majors in Bauer that we can also do content creation without learning it in class. We just need to experiment. So bottom line, my college experience is more about trial and error and experimenting, because you don't know what you're gonna get until you start experimenting.
That was a really good start. I actually had a question, like, how did that work? Because I didn't know you were a design intern.
Oh, really?
And then you went automatically to tech?
Yes, so it was kind of crazy. I didn't even run for elections. So I didn't run for elections. The technology director position was open. So I came back from ICC and I won second place and I won first place in both video competitions. So everybody loved my videos, but I didn't want to run for directors because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was dead scared of being a director for quite a big org. And everybody was asking like, hey, why don't you run for director? I was like, nah. And then at banquet, I brought my camera with me and everybody was asking about my camera. And I was like, okay. And then I had this one director, he was the director of fundraising. And at the time, I was like really close with him. And when we were sitting at the table eating, he was like, wow, why don't you like become a tech director? You know, like you like videos. Like, I think you would bring a lot to AMA. And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So basically I got gaslighted to the role. But we're gonna keep that aside. But I went up to the president, Kenya, at the time. I was like, hey, like, can I become a tech director for next fall? And she was really happy, and that's how I got the role. So I didn't go through elections, but they knew my qualifications.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy because you were tech director and I joined, and I feel like the tech department was really good. Mm-hmm. And that's crazy because, like, if you think about it, if you never joined tech, who knows how our tech department would be. Like, I feel like you made a really big impact on, like you set a standard for our reels and videos and stuff.
Yeah. So initially, the tech director, before I came in, I was looking at it and I was just like, this is just social media management. There wasn't much content except for from the design department where flyers were made and all that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna spice it up when I come in. Okay, I'm gonna do a theme review, or I'm gonna do a couple campaigns. I'm gonna run projects for interns so they can learn how to operate a camera, how to set up lights, how to plan a story out in hopes that they'll be able to make their own thing, make their own mark in their own journey.
That's perfect. That's really good. So you're a really good leader.
Thank you.
That's really good. What role did AMA play when you were looking for a career after college?
Actually, quite a big role. I have so many AMA projects listed on my portfolio, and when I was being interviewed by companies, they asked about my experience with AMA. So I was able to detail so much of my experience from AMA and also showcase my work. That's how I got the current role that I have now.
And stepping off of that, how would you say that you made yourself stand out from other candidates for your employer?
First is my portfolio website. I think not many people really dedicate to building their own portfolio website. So having that portfolio website really made me stand out because like it puts my personal branding out there for people to see. And also most struggle on how to frame their resume. So they would do like a role or something and they would go like, oh, I just did this. Like it wasn't any special. I remember I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were an HEB Kirby and I was just like, you did logistics. You didn't just like push around and then get items out of the shelves and then put it onto people's trunks. You did logistics for HEB. You just don't see it that way. So I think for me, that portfolio website stands out, and also reframing the way I put the bullet points for each position that I did made me stand out from the rest of the candidates.
That's really good because actually in my SEM class, our professor mentioned that he did like the shopping carts thing, but if you think about it in a different way, it's actually supply chain.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's really cool. What has kept you going through difficult times?
This is so hard. Okay, so I found this dude on YouTube. His name is Healthy Gamer GG, but his name is Dr. Case. He lives here, by the way, which is pretty crazy. I found his YouTube videos and he was talking about being lost at life and all that, and it really taught me how to shift he calls it cognitive reframing. So it shifts my mindset to another angle so I can see the world in a different way. And I love doing that to people. I love to see how people see the world and observing and then understanding them and then be able to, provide advice through their angle. That channel really helped me. And also I did a lot of internal work, so I did a lot of journaling. Most of the time, I have really bad anxiety. So most of the time I will journal down like, hey, today I'm feeling anxiety, and then I'll try to find out what kind of thing is triggering my anxiety. And then I notice those triggers, and then the more I name it, the more I calm down, and then the less the anxiety will attack me. And I also meditate. I just started meditating as well, so yeah.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Self-regulation. Oh my gosh. We all need to do that. What's the most important thing you've learned going through your college and professional journey?
Throughout my whole college experience, the most important lesson that I got out of it is your life is going to be trial and error. You can learn so much about theories and models and structures, but if you aren't able to experiment those theories, structures, and models, then that knowledge is not going to stick and it's not going to be applicable to life. A lot of times we go through education and we learn these different models like the Porter's diamond or the SWOT analysis, but if we don't use it in real life, then what use do you have it for benefit for your life? So I always seek out ways where I can try to experiment with those types of things. That's why I started my social media just this month to just
really?
just to experiment.
Oh my God, wait, drop the tag, we will follow you.
Shameless tag, it's Dunks on Dunks,
Okay.
all across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So, yeah.
Okay. Guys, follow Khoa, support him in his journey. Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's the difference between your goals in college versus your goals now in your professional career?
So the bottom line goal I always have is to learn, is to always be curious, be learning, because you can never learn too much. And the differences between college and now is back in college, I didn't really have a goal. I started with no goals. So all my life, I wanted to do YouTube. I want to do like content creation, but due to my family circumstances and just other things, I could not do so. So I came into college, I was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just, graduate with this marketing degree, get a job or whatever. And it didn't work out for me because I had like a little identity crisis because I don't know who I am really, who I was really. And then I found myself growth. And then now I realized that I need a plan for everything. So right now my goals are I want to get a full-time and I want to expand my skills in that full-time. But also on the side, I want to start my own personal brand. So later on, when I'm already experienced from my full-time, I can focus on my personal brand and live off from there. Because I do want to travel, I do want to be free.
Financially free. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, we're literally witnessing the beginning of your journey. Mm-hmm. Last but not least, what's your wisest piece of advice you can give to our AMA members?
So I'm gonna give two. Most people think you should control the negatives. Like you should not feel depressed. You should not feel anxiety. You should not feel all of this type of emotions. But what you should control is control when you're most happiest, when you're most joyful, when you're most excited. Because when things get real or things get bad, you will crash way, way harder. And those negative feelings will feel more extreme than it's what they're supposed to be. And one other thing is always experiment, because you don't know when you're gonna strike gold.
All right, thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Khoa, so much for your amazing advice. I hope you guys were impacted as much as I was. And that's a wrap for Coffee Chat number 2.
Thank you, Zophie, for having me. Join AMA, guys.